Hi, welcome back to Psalms. Today we're looking at Psalm 30. And Psalm 30 is one of those psalms that gives us a little bit of information right at the top that's worth noticing. Any information is worth noticing, but there are some psalms that just give us musical references that we're not sure what to do with. This isn't that, although it is a song, but it's for the dedication of the temple. Okay, so the temple was built after the time of David. Maybe David wrote this psalm to be used at that future point in time because God had promised that his son would build it. Don't know, don't need to worry about that particularly, but we can keep the temple in mind as sort of a backdrop for what is said and sung in this psalm. So there's a psalm here that begins and ends with promising to praise God. But there's also recognition of threat, of danger, of people who are against and antagonistic to the work of God. As we come to the center of the psalm, really the kind of central hinge verse, I've pointed a lot of these out, but this is really it, verse 6. And so what is he saying there? As for me, I said in my prosperity is an interesting word. I wonder if maybe the solidity, but more than that, the finery, I almost said refinery, that would be oil, but the finery of the temple, the gold, the impressiveness of that whole structure. Maybe that's the context here. I said in my prosperity, I shall never be moved. Is David speaking of himself? Is he speaking as the temple? I'm not sure, but that's a very kind of dedication of a temple kind of a thing to say, isn't it? Even the follow-up statement here, my mountain. You made my mountain stand strong. The temple, of course, built on the Temple Mount. And this is all by the favor of the Lord. In fact, take a look at the verse up above. In verse 4, he says, sing praises to the Lord, O you his saints, give thanks to his holy name, for his anger is but for a moment, and his favor is for a lifetime. There's favor again. And you see the contrast here, the temporary nature of God's anger, still terrifying, but it's temporary, in contrast to his favor, which is forever. It's for a lifetime. So weeping may tarry for the night, but joy comes with the morning. There's a contrast going on here between the difficulty, the anger of the Lord, the difficulty of circumstance, the darkness of the night, contrasted with the joy that comes with the morning. And just visualizing that great temple stood solid on the mountain that's standing solid. And even though the nighttime can be pretty dark, you know the morning is coming. Joy comes with the morning. There's that sense of the permanence and the foreverness of God's favor looking off into the future. We, of course, know what that favor looks like way better than just having a temple, because of all that Jesus has come and done as well. But enjoy this psalm. Enjoy it with the backdrop of the Temple Mount, if you like, in the back of your mind. Imagine being there as the temple's dedicated, and that anticipation of the solidity and the steadfastness and the permanence of the structure, but more than that, what it represents. And that sense that, yeah, God can be angered. There are times where God is angry, but it's temporary. And the forever, the permanent, is his favor toward us. So keep the temple in mind, but make sure you allow this psalm to resonate in your own life. And then, of course, share what you enjoy, what you appreciate, share it with others so that others can benefit too. Thanks for watching. See you again next time.